Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome to Beamus Crafty Corner. I am Beema, better known as Els. And today I have a little project for us. It's this little guy right here. Very simple. This is going to be a very, very simple project. But I want to show you what this is. This is one of my long tabs, but it's a little bit different. So let's grab, here we go, piece of paper. So this is what your tab would look like, you know, your long tab. And then, of course, you can decorate this any way that you want. But when you flip the page, you then end up with this nice pocket on the other side. So we're going to do this. It's very easy, very simple. Does not take a lot of time, doesn't take a lot of paper. I'm going to get everything out and I'll be right back. Okay? See you in a minute. Okay, so this project works fantastic as a make-ahead. Again, a make-ahead, okay, when you mass make, everything kind of looks the same. And that's great if you have a specific style that you are currently or always making. Mass making is making just bases for the things that you would like to use. Because a lot of times you don't want to stop in the middle of making a journal and pull out everything that you need to make one piece of it. This way you can grab it out of your stash, decorate it, and move on. Okay? So for this one, we're going to want paper for our base. Doesn't matter what you use. You could use file folder for this. You can use cardstock for this, but you want something that's got a little bit of weight to it. This is 65-pound craft paper from Recollections. You want a paper trimmer. If it has this guide in it, you know, that little divot, that's fantastic. If it doesn't, you may want to have a scoring board, scoring tools. You want a notch cutter. So that can be the standalone like this, or it can be one of these boards from We Are Memory Keepers. This is the envelope punch board, the regular one. You could use the small one. Whichever one has that little divot cutter, that's the one we want. And I know the box cutter has it, the punch board, the envelope punch board has it, the small envelope punch board has it. And I think even the tab cutter one has what we're looking for. So you just want that kind of divoted looking cut. If you don't have that, it's fantastic. Don't worry about it. No big deal. Get out a circle punch. This is a 1/2-inch circle and it works fantastic. And I'll show you how to use that as well. So for this, we want to make a cut of paper. This one is 4.5 inches wide. And that's kind of as small as we want to go with this. So let me get all of this out of my way and I'll be right back. You're also going to want some glue and something to decorate with if you're going to be putting this into a specific journal. Otherwise, we're just going to cut the base today. I'll be right back. All right, so we're just going to cut the width, which is 4.5 inches. Okay. And then as far as height, it's just depending on how tall you want your tab to be. The smallest I would go is probably this one right here. And this is 4.5 inches. Okay. I wouldn't go much smaller than that because otherwise you're not going to be able to use it as a pocket. So 4.5 inches. So this is actually a square of 4.5 by 4.5 inch paper. So as you can see, scraps. Now, we want to make this tab piece. Your tab is 1.5 inches. 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches, whichever one you prefer. Just put it in your cutter, your trimmer, and then you can use the little notch where your trimmer blade goes to put in a score line. Now, if you want to go the half, go the half. It's entirely up to you, okay? But that's pretty much it for the trimmer. We're going to get this put away for the moment. And then we're going to talk about how we do this. I'm going to cut another one and come back because I want to use one using the notcher and one using a regular circle punch. So I will be right back. So we're going to fold this. And where you have run your scoring tool, that is a valley. It goes down. The other side, it's kind of poked out, and that's a hill. And we're always going to fold into the hill away from the valley. Okay? And then we'll go ahead and burnish our folds. So again, you can see this kind of goes in and this side's puffed out. We want to go into the puff. Hills into valleys, valleys into hills. Now, this is the same size 4.5-inch square. This is 1 1/4 inches. This is 1.5 inches. It's entirely up to you. But we're going to work with these tools right here. Okay. One of them is a notcher. This is the easy part. Just find the center of your notcher. Put your piece in and punch a hole. Well, you're not really punching a hole. You're just punching the notch. We're going to do that with both sides. Now, you can do these corners if you want, as I did on this one, or you can leave it square. It's entirely up to you. Now, Els, I don't have a notcher. That's okay. I'm going to show you how to do it with this. So all you need to do is put your paper in and give yourself, it's about 1/4, like, you know, like a 1/4 of the circle, and punch that out. It works just as well. Okay. Now I will give you a hint with this. If you are using your corner, a circle punch to do this, cut your piece for your top and then put it on here all the way to the fold and then do your punch so that these match. Okay. Because you're not going to get it perfect every time. But that's the way it's done. All right. So now that we have that, we are going to be putting this in our little pink journal. So let me grab my pink paper because, you know, I think we can use that piece is big enough. And we need a pocket for the other side. We'll pull this one. Why not, right? All right, so there's our 2 pieces. We're going to need one for each side. So I'm going to go ahead and put that away. Now, if you are doing this as a make-ahead, stop. It's done. Put it in your stash. Pull it out when you're ready, okay? But if you're going to be making this to put into something, then you're going to want to cut your pieces. So first off, this is 4.5, so we're going to cut our pieces at 4 1/4. My paper trimmer. 4 1/4. I want this to be at 4 1/4. If you have directional paper, make sure that you're minding your direction, okay? Now, this part, the larger of the 2 parts, is 3 inches because I have 1.5 inches on the other side. So this is going to be 2 3/4 inches wide. I'm removing 1/4 of an inch. That is my back piece. And then this, which is 1.5 inches, is going to be 1 1/4 inches. Okay. So those are the 2 pieces that I need. One for here, one for the other side. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these. And since I cut this one with the notcher, I'm going to go back in and re-notch this. There. And there. And here. And here. Okay. Now, I would ink this if you are inking, but if you're not, that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and put this piece on here. A little bit of glue. Remember, if you're doing this as a make-ahead and you want to put this in your stash, don't put any paper on it. Unless, of course, you know, you have a specific style. Like if you only make vintage journals, then by all means, go ahead and put vintage paper on it. That's entirely up to you. But if you do not always make the same journal, then stop. Now, if you want to have a notch over here, put this where you want it and put a notch in here for a finger pull. I'm going to grab it bigger. If you want to have that notch, okay? Then we'll go ahead and ink and glue on this piece. I cannot hold on to paper today. There we go. All glued down. And then I'm going to show you how to put this on a page in the book. So let's go ahead and bring our book in. Let's see, what page do we want to put this on? That one's already got something. That's got something. This has a tab, but we don't want to do it there. There's belly band. Let's put it on this one, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the glue on this side first, because the tab is really where we have to kind of line this up. Make sure that it's straight and that we have it where we want it. And then we're going to turn this over, and that's when we're going to glue this part here. So we're just going to put our glue here and here, and then we're going to fold this over. Okay. Now I can put this anywhere on the page I want. I could move it down to the bottom. I can put it in the middle, wherever I want to put it. But now I have a nice big tab here that I can decorate. And then I have a pocket on this side where I can put something in, and my pocket goes all the way out to here. So it is deceptively deep, okay? So that is, and of course I put it on the wrong side of the page, so it's all upside down, but I'll fix it later. No big deal. But that's it. That's a big tab that you can use in your book. So that's it. That's all I have for you today. If you have questions, please go ahead and put them in the comment section, or you can reach out to me directly. All you have to do is just go down to the description box, click on the more, and it's going to give you my email address, and you can email me directly. Just put the video name in the tagline so I know what it is. Otherwise, I might think that it's spam. If you would like to know what's going on, any videos that are coming up, free classes, tutorials, that type of stuff, and my regular schedule for lives, you can get that information on my community tab just by clicking on over there. And you can also get it in my Facebook group, which is in the description below. Go down, click on more, get all of my socials, get some free digitals, all that good stuff. Until I see you again, depending upon, Mother Nature's mood, stay warm or cool. Stay hydrated and stay well, my friends. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.